Perhaps you've never been to a service of lament and you're wondering what a service of lament is. Probably the best way that I can explain it is just to say that it's a worship service. We'll do a lot of the same things that we do at our normal worship gatherings. We'll sing. We'll have opportunities to be prayed for. We'll teach a message from the Bible. The thing that will make this service unique is that through all of it, we'll have the theme of lament, a theme of bringing our pain and struggle and ache to God. There are really three purposes for the service of lament. The first one is to bring our pain and struggles to God in community. The second is to learn about the role of lament in the Christian's life. The Bible has a lot to say about lament in the Christian life. And then thirdly, we want to worship God even in the ache. And if you're going, well, I'm struggling to want to worship God even in the ache. Well, then we still invite you because we want to worship God in the ache. If you're at a spot where you want, I don't know if I want that right now. Well, we want to want it, and we trust that God will even meet us there. Thinking about grief and pain and focusing on our grief and pain may not sound exciting, but as I said earlier, lament is all over the Bible. We have a whole Old Testament book called Lamentations. 1/3 of the Psalms, or approximately 1/3, are what we call Psalms of Lament. These prayers and poems where people of faith, people who trust in God, are coming to God saying, this hurts, saying, I'm struggling, and then asking God to intervene. And then in almost all of the Psalms of Lament, they end by saying, God, I trust you. I trust you. Romans 12:15 teaches us to mourn with those who mourn. So we have this service to teach us of the role of lament in the Christian's life, but not only to teach us, but actually to do what the Bible says. Now, why do we specifically have it in December? Number one is because the holidays can be a really difficult time for people who are grieving, who have experienced loss this year or in the last few years. And so we just think it's fitting, we think it's loving to have a time to come together as a community and seek to encourage each other and minister to each other in our pain in the month of December. Another reason that we have it when we do is symbolic. We seek to have it on a Wednesday near what's called the winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year. And that's symbolic because sometimes it just seems like the darkness won't lift. It seems like the darkness is lasting a long, long time. And we want to come and say, God, sometimes it seems like the darkness won't lift, but we're coming to you in the midst of it. We're coming to you even in the struggle. You may be wondering if the service of lament is for you if you're not going through a real season of deep grief. And the answer is yes. The service is for anyone and everyone in Middle Georgia. Now, the service is especially for those of you who are going through a season of struggle, a season of deep grief, but it's not only for those of you who are going through that season. So if you're going through a season of deep grief, we hope that you will come with the hope and the expectation that God will meet you in a powerful way and help you to move through your grief and be with you and show His faithfulness to you, His love for you, even while you're in this season of struggle. But if that's not you, if you're going, it's been a pretty normal year, I hope that you'll come too. We all live in a broken and fallen world. We all have hurts and struggles that we can bring to the Lord. And so we hope that you'll come to learn about the role of lament in the Christian life. And we hope that you'll come with the hope that your presence would be an encouragement to someone else, to someone who is in that difficult season. Perhaps even just being in the room will help them to know that they are not alone and they're a part of community of faith, and you can be an encouragement to someone else, even by your presence. So this is for Sojourn members, and this is for anyone in the community. Believers, unbelievers, skeptics, people who are seeking, you are welcome and invited to the service of Lament. A few details about the service. It's on Wednesday, December 18th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Childcare will be available for toddlers through third graders. I just want to invite you. I want to extend an invitation to you to join us at the service of Lament. May God use this service to help us to grow and mature in our faith, to help us to move us towards healing, to help us to persevere in living a life of faith, hope, and love. I hope to see you there.